In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to use the static screens. That's Colour, Position, Gobo and Live Edit. And like before, I'm using the demo project. So if we start on the Colour screen, like with many of the other screens, the buttons are organised by group in columns. Group 1, which are the moving heads we have on the floor. Group 2, the moving heads along the top. Group 3, the pars along the front. And Group 4, where we have this matrix at the top. So we can select the colours like so. We have up to 10 colours per group. We can access the first 5 colours here. And then we can tap the encoder to access colours 6 to 10. We can have more than one colour at a time by moving the encoder here. At the moment it's in single mode. If we go here we have flash mode, allowing you to flash the colours. We have alternate colour mode. This spreads the colours alternately. We have a fade. This fades the colours from inside to outside. This steps the colours from inside to outside and fades the colours the other way, outside to inside, fading left to right, stepping left to right, fading right to left and stepping right to left. So you can choose your pattern with the encoder. Normally I just like to use single and select the colour like so. Now we've chosen 10 colours which we think work well, but if you wish to adjust these colours, maybe they don't look great on your lights, you can hold shift and you can hit the button like this and a colour wheel will appear, or colour picker should I say. You can change the colour just by tapping or dragging on the screen. You can also change the red, green, blue and white values here, if your fixture has a white channel, that is. By tapping up here, we've got access to the amber and UV channels also, again if your lighting fixture has these channels. And you can quickly change the hue with the first encoder. Alternatively, with this colour picker mode, we can quickly jump to many of the common colours. To store the change, you hit the button, or to cancel the change, you hit any other button on the controller, and it reverts back to the original colour. These other screens work in a similar way. So if we go to position, we have floor, centre, centre point, and I can do this by touching the screen or just by tapping the encoders here. I can change the fade time between positions. So if I want to fade for 6 seconds up to the ceiling. This is great for creating audience sweeps and things like this. And again I can access positions 6 to 10 like so. I can also edit a position by shift and hitting a position. Like with the colour picker, I can move the position with the position grid. I can alter the pan and the tilt here, or by holding shift I can make a fine adjustment. And the Wolfmix will automatically use the 8 and 16-bit channels on your fixture, if it has them, to create that fine control. Every position can also have a fan. If I tap here it will go back into the centre. I can fan the lights here. And you can also set a focus value as well. Again, if your fixture has the ability to change the focus over DMX. This is great because different positions show the beam on the stage or the ceiling and it's a different distance from the actual fixture, therefore the focus is going to look different. So to have a nice crisp spot on the stage or the ceiling, you can change the focus like this. And you can edit the position name over here This one's called ceiling. And like with the colour, you tap the flashing button to store or another button to cancel out. Next we have the gobo. I'm going to put these lights over onto the floor so we can see the gobos. We can select the gobos on the touchscreen or via the matrix here. Wolfmix tries to match the first 5 gobos between different fixture types. So it will try and find a gobo that's circular here, or one with dots or stars, or one with a shape here, or one with kind of spokes, or a custom shape here. And it will try and match those together. You've got gobos 1 to 5 and gobos 6 to 10, so you can choose your 10 favourite gobos. Change the gobo rotation here to spin the gobos. And again, if you want to edit the gobo, use shift and hit the gobo button here. And this will show you all the possible gobos that the lights in the group are able to produce. And you can select the gobos here. Wolfmix supports up to 2 gobo wheels as well. So the fixture we've got here has 1 gobo wheel containing black and white gobos, and then another gobo wheel containing coloured gobos. So we can select those here and here. You can also give your gobo a name. So by default, Wolfmix will just call it gobo 1, gobo 2, gobo 3. But if you want to give it a custom name, you can do by tapping in the corner here. The live edit screen allows you to change any DMX channel and save it inside one of these buttons. So for example, if I want to switch on the prism for the floor lights, I can do it here. If I wanted to make the iris small, I could do it here. I've got some custom colour buttons along the bottom to flash some of the colours. This is also great for something like a mirror ball. So if you have a mirror ball, you could create a live edit which points all the fixtures on the mirror ball and sets them all to white. And I'm going to save this for the next tutorial because there's quite a lot of functionality here. So I'll see you in the next tutorial for live edits.